Hello, this is Mary Cole with Good Story Company, and today I want to talk about something that's very, very important to novel writers, novel characters, and that is character motivation, but specifically actionable character motivation, making your character's motivation something that they can feasibly achieve. This is something I've written about, it's something I've blogged about, but I recently had an experience with a writing student where there was a real disconnect in terms of what they thought they were building into a proactive character and this question of, well, is your character's objective actionable? And so I really wanted to break it down for you in this video today. And what I'm talking about here, ideally, and if you've ever worked with me, you've heard this a million times, you want your character to be proactive. Protagonist, proactive. They share the same root, meaning to move forward. You want your character to be able to move the story along. Now, obviously, when we're writing certain age levels for children's books, we don't necessarily have that luxury of always having a character who's fully empowered, right? They still have a curfew, they still have family, they still have homework. But within the framework of their age, within the framework of your story, ideally your character is taking whatever steps they can to move the story forward, to chase an objective. And I will add to that in order to have a fully proactive character, you need to make that objective something that is within the realm of being able to be achieved by them. That is a long-winded way of saying, give them an objective they can actually achieve. Now, the issue that was at the heart of this conversation with the student was that this character's objective was fully invested in other people. It depended fully on actions from others. Let me give you an example. So if I say my objective is to be liked, well, I can be really nice. I can sit there and I can say, like me, like me, like me. But at the end of the day, the other characters or multiple characters' regard for me doesn't depend on me. They can give it, they cannot give it, and it's completely up to them. So it's completely out of my hands at the end of the day, no matter what I really kind of do, whether I'm liked or not. Middle school, right? This is, I think, the crux of a lot of people's frustrations with school and the popularity hierarchy. It's completely out of your hands, and sometimes it feels arbitrary whether or not somebody likes you, and sometimes it changes by the day, whether somebody shows favor to you or doesn't. But the point remains that I'm putting the satisfaction of my objective completely in the hands of somebody else. And when I do that, I give up my power and I give up my ability to move that objective forward, to act on that objective, and to achieve that objective. And so this was really the disconnect, because ideally your protagonist is able to be proactive with a strong objective, and they are able to, in small ways or in big ways, always be moving forward to their objective. And if your objective depends entirely on somebody else, another example is learning information. Mom, can you tell me about my great-grandma? No, honey, I can't. It's too painful. Mom, can you tell me about my great-grandma? No, I can't. We're not talking about it. Then my objective is dead in the water. It's frustrated, and there's no ability to sort of move forward on that track. If my objective was to find out information about my great-grandma, but I had other ways to do it, like, for example, search through her things, find a journal, go to the library, find out if there's any kind of news coverage about this person, I could get around the obstacle. But if the mother in this example or the peer group in the other example are the only ways that I'm going to get my objective met, and they just say no, you're sort of up a creek and you're not able to pursue that objective. And that to me is a big litmus test for whether it's a strong objective to begin with and has the capacity to give your proactive character something to drive toward, or whether it's a weak objective and it may not be enough to hang a story on. So I hope that this way of thinking about character objective, this additional layer, is helpful to you. This has been Mary Cole with Good Story Company, and here's to a good story.